Hi, it's John Leonard. I'm a corporate lawyer at Fairfield and Woods in Denver, Colorado. And today we're talking to Angie Fletcher, one of my colleagues. She does a lot of different things in the corporate law field, and one of them is commercial loans, and a great person to talk to on that. Angie, how are you doing today?
Doing well. Thanks, John.
Well, let's delve into the exciting world of commercial lending. What types of loan documents have you worked on, and what kind of clients have you represented in the past?
Sure. My commercial lending experience extends to representing both lenders and borrowers in all types of commercial financing. I have been on both sides of the transaction, representing large financial institutions, community banks, and borrowers. Some of the loan deals that I've worked on range from about 5 million to 100 million, which include real estate, construction, and asset-based lending. During economic downturns, I've also represented lenders in foreclosure actions, loan restructuring, and workouts.
Yeah, you've seen, that's interesting that you've seen these transactions from both sides and can appreciate what might be a market terms or, commercially reasonable terms, what aren't commercially reasonable. And since you've been on both sides, you can really lend advice to either a lender or a borrower on what things you ought to ask for and what things might be overreaching and that type of thing. It's a great experience. Well, what loan provisions are necessary in a typical loan agreement or in loan documents?
Sure. Depending on what side of the table I'm on, I review the loan provisions to ensure either the lender or borrower is adequately protected and to ensure the loan provisions match what was agreed to between the parties. Some of the more important provisions I review and negotiate are the rights in securing collateral for the loan, setting out clear financial covenants, and detailing the parties' obligations during the performance of the loan. And I also look at what cure rights are available upon a financial default or material default by the party. And part of preparing loan documents is reviewing the type of collateral that is securing the loan. For example, in real estate loan transactions, I conduct a thorough review of the title and survey and look for issues that may cause a borrower in carrying out their business. But on the flip side, in representing the lender, I analyze a property and find any issues that they may experience if they ever have to step in the shoes of the borrower. So during the course of the loan, it may go under a series of loan modifications or extensions. Some guarantors may be added, some financial covenants may need to be changed. And part of my counseling ensures that my client continues to have adequate protection under the original loan documents, or if need be, negotiate additional protections if required under the circumstances.
Yeah, that's interesting. Well, this is a great question. We see these form agreements from banks all the time. They're called Laser Pro agreements. Tell us what a Laser Pro agreement is, and do you just accept them face value?
Well, these are tough. Laser Pro documents are commonly used by loan officers to generate consumer loans, real estate loans, and lower to mid-market commercial loans, typically under 15 million. The risk with using Laser Pro documents is that they are typically lender-friendly, and the legal terms embedded in the documents may not be applicable to the deal.
Yeah.
So in my experience, any proposed changes to Laser Pro documents are generally not accepted, but that doesn't mean that they can't be negotiated. They can. So I can assist in reviewing the Laser Pro docs and providing comments on provisions that are either inconsistent with proposed loan terms or create an insurmountable obstacle for the loan transaction. And by conducting a simple review of the Laser Pro documents, I can incorporate provisions that would help my client get through the loan deal easily.
Yeah. Well, when I see those documents, they look so, they're forms and it just looks like that's the deal, take it or leave it. And so it's good to know that you can push back on things, especially if they don't describe what the transaction is, the deal terms that were negotiated. And that's good to know. So they're so simple looking, they're intimidating, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Well, great. If people have questions on loan documents, they can call you, Angie. Your information will be at the end of this presentation. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.